carrying a 4-pound ultralight mountain rifle into Grizzly country. Congratulations, you just threw away your biggest tactical advantage. The modern trend of shedding every possible ounce might be great for high-altitude sheep hunts, but when an 800-pound apex predator is charging you through thick alderbrush, a featherweight rifle is going to kick like a mule and jump completely off target. You do not need a space-age toy that punishes your shoulder. You need absolute mechanical certainty and enough raw stopping power to neutralize the threat before it closes the distance. Today, we are breaking down the top 5 dangerous game platforms from the 2026 Western Hunting and Conservation Expo. These are the heavy-hitting rigs engineered to cycle flawlessly under massive stress and deliver catastrophic terminal energy when your survival is on the line. If you want real-world ballistic truth and zero fluff gear reviews, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's get into it. Kicking off our countdown at number 5 is the Browning X-Bolt 2-Speed HD. If your game plan involves stalking interior mountain grizzlies where your first engagement might be from 200 to 300 yards away across a sweeping alpine basin, surgical precision is your absolute priority. Let us be realistic. The original X-Bolt was already a highly proven platform, but Browning really refined the architecture here. They aggressively skeletonized the receiver to shed unnecessary weight without compromising high-pressure safety, bringing the total unloaded weight to roughly 6.5 to 7 pounds. This provides an ideal balance for open country work where you need a bit of mass to anchor the rifle. The biggest tactical advantage of this specific platform is the fast 60-degree bolt throw. When you are running heavy-hitting calibers like the 300 PRC or 300 Winchester Magnum, you must be able to cycle the action immediately. That short bolt lift means your hand completely clears the ocular bell of your scope, allowing you to maintain your sight picture for a critical secondary shot. A major upgrade for 2026 is the fully adjustable DLX trigger. Under extreme physiological stress, a heavy or creeping trigger will almost always cause you to pull your shot, which is a catastrophic mistake when dealing with apex predators. This new trigger delivers a crisp, zero creep break, guaranteeing mechanical consistency. The potential drawback here is that it utilizes a push-feed action. While the modern engineering tolerances are exceptionally tight, some traditional hunters still prefer a massive claw extractor when diving into thick brush. However, for sweeping mountain terrain, where accuracy dictates survival, this rifle absolutely shines. The Veritech composite stock is also a massive tactical asset. You can customize the comb height and length of pull, so the rifle mounts perfectly to your shoulder every single time. When you snap this gun up, your eye is instantly aligned with the center of your optic. It is finished off with a weather-resistant Cerakote coating and a redesigned Inflex recoil pad that actually deflects the comb downward and away from your face during the violent recoil cycle. You get modern precision and modularity with an MSRP of $1,380. Moving into the number 4 spot, we have the Weatherby Mark V Backcountry 2.0. If you are absolutely obsessed with aerospace-grade materials and refuse to carry a heavy rifle up the mountain, this is your high-tech solution for dangerous game. Now, bringing a roughly 6-pound rifle to a grizzly fight usually sounds like a recipe for a dislocated shoulder and a missed secondary shot. But Weatherby engineered their way out of this physics problem. The heart of this beast is their legendary 9-lug Mark V steel action. Instead of 2 massive locking lugs, you get 3 rows of 3 smaller lugs. This creates a massive bearing surface that can safely contain the extreme chamber pressures of hypervelocity magnums. And because the lugs are smaller, you only need a 54-degree bolt lift. That means lightning-fast cycling without smashing your knuckles into your optic. To handle the extreme recoil of chamberings like the 338 Weatherby RPM, they paired a double spiral fluted barrel with their AccuBrake ST. This muzzle device aggressively vents gases to cut felt recoil by a staggering 53%. They dropped this barreled action into an advanced carbon fiber stock that actually absorbs high-frequency vibrations during the firing cycle. They also capped it with a three-dimensional printed honeycomb recoil pad that turns a sharp kick into a manageable push. The downside here is the sheer cost of this technology and the extreme muzzle blast generated by the brake. That concussive blast can be highly disorienting in a high-stress, close-quarters scenario if you are not running a suppressor. But if you need to hike steep elevation and still carry the terminal velocity to shatter a heavy bone structure at distance, the 338 Weatherby RPM in this platform is devastating. You are looking at a manufacturer's suggested retail price ranging from $3,049 to $3,499. Stepping into the number 3 position, we are looking at the undisputed king of dense brush defense, the Bighorn Armory Model 89 Takedown Carbine. If you are pushing through the tangled alder thickets of the Alaskan coast or navigating deep spruce timber, engagements with heavy predators are usually measured in feet, not yards. In those claustrophobic environments, you do not have the time or space to maneuver a long barrel. You need immediate, overwhelming kinetic energy transfer and the ability to deploy your weapon rapidly. This lever action platform is engineered from the ground up around the gargantuan 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum cartridge. When you fire a massive 400 to 500 grain, flat-nosed projectile from a closed-breech 18-inch barrel, the results are absolutely devastating. This round does not rely on fragile mechanical expansion. That massive half-inch flat tip simply punches a massive hole straight through heavy bone and dense muscle, shutting down the central nervous system almost instantly to neutralize the threat. What truly elevates this rifle as a premier survival tool is the takedown mechanism. In under 10 seconds, you can break this weapon down into 2 highly packable components. The interlocking metal splines ensure that when fully assembled, the barrel and receiver lock together flawlessly, handling massive torque as if they were machined from a single piece of steel. This makes it the ultimate companion for bush planes, utility vehicles, or strapping to a pack. The rugged stainless steel action is hardened with a black nitride finish, making it practically impervious to extreme weather and scratches from heavy brush. The oversized curved lever allows for rapid cycling even when you are wearing heavy winter gloves, feeding from a 7-round tubular magazine that gives you massive, sustained firepower compared to a bolt action. It comes standard with a highly visible ghost ring rear sight for instant target acquisition when you have zero time to find a scope reticle. The real drawback here is the sheer physical punishment of firing the 500 Magnum, which requires serious training to manage for quick secondary shots. This heavy-hitting insurance policy carries an MSRP ranging from $3,799 to $3,999. Coming in at number 2 is the Sako 90 Grizzly. This platform is the perfect hybrid for the hunter who absolutely demands the warmth and balance of a classic high-grade walnut stock, but refuses to compromise on modern tactical weather resistance and sub-minute of angle precision. For a long time, dangerous game purists have endlessly debated the reliability of push-feed actions versus controlled round feed. Sako engineers designed this specific action to permanently silence those critics. The stainless steel receiver is manufactured using an advanced broaching method, which creates perfectly smooth internal raceways. This gives you an incredibly slick, ultra-fast 60-degree bolt throw for the rapid secondary shots you need when tracking in thick cover. To guarantee the spent casing ejects perfectly every single time, Sako integrated a robust dual plunger ejection system taken straight from their military sniper platforms. This mechanism was exhaustively tested over 5 million times without a single reported malfunction, giving you the absolute mechanical certainty you require when an apex predator is closing the distance. The barreled action features a cold hammer forged, strategically fluted barrel to shift the balance point rearward, making the roughly 7-pound rifle handle dynamically between your hands. The entire metal assembly is coated in a premium graphite black Cerakote finish. This advanced ceramic polymer completely solves the traditional vulnerability of blued steel, protecting your weapon from the freezing rain and corrosive coastal environments of the Pacific Northwest. Chambered in the legendary 9.3 by 62 millimeter, this rifle acts as an absolute sledgehammer. Firing a massive 286-grain projectile, it delivers crushing penetration to neutralize the threat without the blinding shoulder recoil of modern hypervelocity magnums. It is a highly refined tool for hunters navigating both dark timber and moderate alpine clearings. You are looking at a premium lifetime investment with a manufacturer-suggested retail price ranging from $2,999 to $3,139. And finally, taking the #1 spot on our list is the absolute gold standard of professional dangerous game platforms, the Winchester Model 70 Alaskan. When you are completely off the grid and a massive grizzly decides you are a threat, you do not want a science experiment in your hands. You want unbreakable mechanical certainty. While the rest of the industry is obsessed with shaving ounces and using space-age polymers, the Model 70 remains steadfast in its reliance on robust blued steel and heavy black walnut. The absolute heart of this survival tool is the legendary pre-64 style controlled round feed action. Why does that matter to you in the field? Because that massive external claw extractor captures the cartridge rim the exact second it leaves the magazine. It maintains physical control of that round throughout the entire chambering process. If you get knocked down or you are forced to cycle the bolt from a compromised angle, this rifle will feed flawlessly. It simply will not short stroke or double feed under panic conditions. Furthermore, the blade type ejector is entirely mechanical, not spring-loaded. That means the harder and more violently you pull that bolt to the rear under maximum stress, the harder that spent casing is ejected from the action to clear the port. Chambered in the formidable 375 H&H Magnum, this rifle generates over 4,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. To manage that extreme physical recoil, you actually want the 8 pounds and 8 ounces of mass this rifle provides. The specific drop at comb geometry of the heavy walnut stock turns a punishing strike into a heavy, manageable push, allowing you to keep the muzzle down and stay on target for that life-saving secondary shot. This is the definitive benchmark for neutralizing heavy predators, and it comes with a highly accessible manufacturer-suggested retail price ranging from $1,669 to $1,739. So there you have it. The Winchester Model 70 takes the crown, but I want to hear from you. If you had a massive grizzly charging you at 20 yards, Which of these 5 platforms are you grabbing to defend yourself? Drop your choice in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you do not miss our next breakdown. Stay safe, keep training, and we will see you on the next one.